I've been doing this for a long time, but I recently took part in something totally new to me. My first ever interview with someone who was dead.
It's just been a nightmare. And I don't know how to go about fixing it.
That is an obviously breathing Paula Winslow. In December, her husband passed away. They were separated. They didn't have joint finances. She received the death certificate. The info was all correct, but somehow, weeks after he died, she got a letter in the mail.
That was addressed to the estate of Paula B. Winslow.
Wait, to her estate?
I said, well, that's really strange because I'm actually still living.
On paper, though, she wasn't.
They closed my mortgage. They shut down my credit card. They closed my credit card. Then my 401k was trying to get hold of, they left a message on my phone trying to get hold of me because they were closing out my 401k to send to my beneficiary.
She had a lot of phone calls to make, and she was going to need more than just passwords and the last four of her social and her mom's maiden name in the street she grew up on. She had to get notarized papers and fill out proof of living documents. And she went through this process, and she says it started to become clear that the error was made by the Social Security Administration. And after a while on hold, one day,
the lady that answered said, yes, I can confirm that you are deceased. I said, well, I'm not deceased. But when did so when did I die?
It was the day her husband had died. Someone apparently had typed in her name and then enter.
It's just one button and it reports to every single person.
Since early January, this teacher by day has also been working evenings and staying up at night too.
I have spent anywhere from 1 to 2 hours every single day on it, but then at night I worry about it.
Here's why. After all this time, her mortgage was supposed to have been fixed. It wasn't.
Then I got a letter this weekend that said that I was in arrears on my mortgage.
The auto draft that pays it had been frozen. Also, she had stellar credit.
I had like a 830, so this is what it looks like now. I don't know, can you see that?
Records erased. And credit scores affect a lot of things. She's been concerned about what'll happen when she files taxes. She worries every time she pays with a debit or credit card, and she even panics at the airport.
I flew out to see my grandchildren, and the guy was looking at the computer, and I'm thinking, oh no, I'm thinking to myself, it's popped up. He thinks I'm deceased. He's not going to let me on the flight.
After all her efforts, I sent one email to Social Security, and their response was prompt and apologetic. In the message, they gave an explanation of what's called the death master file. It looks like that's where she ended up. That is an automated system that alerts a lot of entities when SSA determines you've died. It helps to prevent fraud, but it also prevents a lot of necessities if you're not actually dead. One day after I contacted Social Security, Paula Winslow messaged me. The agency had called her and emailed her an official letter that their records do not have a death date for her. In other words, official recognition that she's alive. That is going to help, but she still has to make things right with all of her creditors because Social Security says, unfortunately, that is not within their control. They can automatically post notice that you're dead, but they can't tell the world that you're alive the same way. I sent some info to Paula Winslow, though, on how to correct things, and it is working. What to do if this ever happens to you in today's article posted at Jason Wheeler TV on Facebook and Twitter, where even if you're declared dead, I'm helping you live right on the money.